before I start my video, here's a little tidbit of information for you. Remember when I said Visual Boy Advance corrupted some 20 episodes ago? Well, it corrupted big time, so I had to start everybody over again from scratch. And the team that I assembled is not the same as the team that I had before, so don't be surprised if their HP is different, or they have different sets of moves, or something like that, but that's primarily because I really wanted to look forward to what I had for everything, but it really just was not going to happen. What is up, YouTube? Nintendo Man 64 here, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we made a very long and dreary trek through Victory Road, but nevertheless, our team that is ready to challenge the Elite Four has been assembled. Let us look at this specific team. Starting with our speedy guy, Thor. You might look and wonder why he's at a lower level when compared to the rest of the lineup. Well, that's because he's probably going to blitz this first Elite Four member because he's very strong against that said person. I have taught Thor since you last saw him 2 new moves. I forgot to teach him the third one. But as you can see, he now knows Thunderbolt and Double Edge. I will be teaching him a third move to replace Light Screen, but more on that when we get to him. We got Jafar here, level 50. As you can see, his hardy nature really ruins his HP and defensive intake, because hardy doesn't really do anything from what I've researched. But his attacks remain the same, except of course for the PP up, which I accidentally used on a different move, which I ultimately got rid of, so that happened. Here's Rhino, level 49. Rhino's actually been the one that I've actually been impressed the most with. I mean, he's become very well balanced. I mean, I know his special defense leaves a lot to be desired, but yeah, you know, it's just a bit, he's coming along pretty well. I like him. Here's Brutus, level 49. Flamethrower, Strength, Bite, and Extreme Speed. As a matter of fact, I have to teach Brutus a new move too, so that too. And last but not, oh no, not last but not least, I forgot. Toothless, welcome to our team, Dragonite. Level 55, ridiculous. And look at these stats, they are amazing. And I taught him Dragon Claw and Fly, so now we can actually fly places. That should make the rest of this game easier. Oh, by the by, Visual Boy Advance corrupted itself because after I beat the Elite Four, I recorded all the Elite Four, and the time I tried to get to the second part of the game where you can get more Pokemon and travel to other areas, that part didn't exist. So I found a way that I'll be able to save all my files. We shouldn't have that problem again. Hopefully not. I'd rather this not be the finale home stretch. I'd like to do a couple other things. There are a couple of rare Pokemon I'd like to catch. And of course, here's Koopa, the unholy tank, who I'm actually very happy I got Modest Nature for, because most of Koopa's water attacks and most of his attacks in general are special attacks, so we won't have to worry about that. But now let's go teach those moves to Brutus and Thor. First things first, I want to teach did I already teach it to someone? I think I already did. I'll be really pissed. Do I even have it? That would suck. Oh well. Oh no, it's right there. I passed it. Alright, we're gonna teach Return to Brutus. I don't really know why. I just really don't find myself using Bite as much with Brutus. I find myself using it more with Koopa, so Let's teach that to Brutus. And of course, Psychic, which I was surprised I could teach to Thor. Now I have two weapons to throw against one of these specific Elite Four members. But more on that person later, because we don't have to fight that said person until the next episode. And Thor now knows Psychic. Now, the Elite Four, in case you don't know, are 4 consecutive matches with Pokemon trainers. Though you can technically heal in between, you can't go back to the Pokemon Center to heal, you can't go buy more items. This is the home stretch for any normal Pokemon game. Luckily, there's a lot of bonus extra stuff we can do, so will not be the end of ours. I recommend buying lots of full restores and full heals, along with buying the fresh waters and soda pops and stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily need. I actually managed to keep a lot of my ethers and I actually have 2 elixirs, which is cool. But I'm actually not that worried about the first 2 Elite Four members, which we're gonna cut it short cut the episode after that, because to be fair, I could blitz do the Elite Four in one episode, but what fun would that be? From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you lose to any one of them, you come back here with even less money than you had. Okay, so you guys ready? I am. Let's get this party started. Alright, as you can see from this wall, this chick utilizes ice types. Thank God a vast majority of the ice types in this game were also water types. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Are you ready? Bitch, I will splatter your ice Pokemon all over the wall. Lorelei. Okay. For the Elite Four battles, I will be having either annotations or lists in the description of the Pokemon moves and what they know. How difficult they are to take out, maybe. I'm not sure, but I don't really feel like I should explain a lot of this in the video because it's pretty straightforward. If you haven't faced an Elite Four before, expect them to have pretty much the same kinds of Pokemon as gym leaders would. They all have one specific type, which is something that's always bugged me about Pokemon. You would think that Pokemon would be smart enough to say, well, the best Pokemon trainers are the ones that have balance on their team. Like, you wouldn't go into the Elite Four with a team of water types, would you? I know I wouldn't. It's just kind of confusing that so many gym leaders and Elite Four members, and in some games even champions, don't utilize, like, having different kinds of Pokemon. I mean, it's advantage us, but you'd think that we could get some of that crap taken care of, but clearly we can't. Okay, Thor, you're gonna have to take a rest in a moment so I can heal you. You're doing good. You are cleaning house, Thor. Okay, Lapras. Ooh, Lapras is gonna be tricky. But I think I know a strategy that can take it out. And then Rhino's gonna have to be a sacrificial lamb. Hopefully it lives. Okay, it did. That's actually fan-freaking-tastic. Lemonade. Not gonna completely heal Thor, but should do enough. Alright, down goes Rhino. But I think Thor will be able to handle the rest of this. I don't want to take out too much damage of Lapras because I don't want to risk her using a full restore. Since Lapras is her most powerful Pokemon, it does get the Citrus Berry. Okay, now I'm going to risk doing Thunderbolt. Let's see... Yeah! The key to beating the Elite Four is utilizing strategy. They use items. They'll use full restores to heal their Pokemon if they feel the need to. And actually, I'm going to take Thor out and tag in Brutus, because Jynx is an Ice Psychic type, no Water type, which is kind of annoying. However, Jynx really shouldn't give you much of a problem. Oh, shit. I had no idea what... There are so many, like, kissing type moves in this game that I'm so confused with what half of them do. Oh! Fondumont. Why does Brutus want to be in love with that ugly thing? Why would you put me to sleep if you're gonna go through the trouble of making me fall in love with you? Oh, come on! What are the freaking odds of that happening? I went after Moltres in this game, this side game of me doing this crap again, and freaking... I couldn't get a freaking paralysis to save my life in that game by using Thunder Punch with Thor. That was total bullcrap. Ugh. Utilize the full restore. Why is Jynx giving me so much of a problem? In my first run, Brutus cleaned house with her. Oh my god, can you throw one move? For the love of God, Brutus, please. Thank you. Oh, that was annoying. Lorelei is one of the more annoying members of the Elite Four, so don't expect to get past her so easily. Things shouldn't be this way. Oh, we got lots of money. We cleaned up house. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. Alright, I will be healing my Pokemon, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back, and now let's go take on the second member of the Elite Four, Bruno. Now, when you look at this, you'd think maybe he's a rock ground type user, but we've already dealt with those types with Brock and Giovanni. Therefore, there must be only one other type Bruno can use, and that would be fighting type. To be completely honest with you, this fight is an absolute joke. You will blitz this guy like mad if you have the right Pokemon. For example, I will be starting out with Koopa because his first Pokemon is not of the fighting type. In fact, it is a Pokemon I've seen way too much of, but more on that in a moment. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Endman 64, we will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha-ha! Okay, this fight, really, if you lose this fight, I've lost all respect for you. Here you go, here's an Onix. Watch. One surf. Goodbye. Okay, next up is Hitmonchan. Obviously, we tag out for Jafar, who could use the experience. Hopefully this can take him out, and yet, oh no, that's crap. That is absolute crap. That is absolute crap. Oh, come on. Oh, great. I was counting on Jafar to win that whole thing for me. But I don't have a choice now. Toothless will have to take care of these guys. Machamp. Not afraid of you. That is his most powerful Pokemon though, so if you don't kill it on the first shot, it will use a Citrus Berry. Wait, this isn't his most powerful? No, I knew he had to have that. Okay, let's try Dragon Claw. That took care of him. Hitmonlee, you can handle. I was counting on Jafar to win this match for me, but apparently that's not going to happen. But as you can see, this fight really has not been too difficult. And he has a second Onix for some weird reason. And it's pretty much just as pathetic as the last. And down goes Bruno, and we are 2 members of the Elite Four down. Isn't that just dandy? My job is done. Go face your next challenge. And I will be seeing you guys next episode. Join me next time where we take on the rest of the Elite Four and become the Pokemon champion. Thank you for joining me. I'm Nintendo64 signing off. Sayonara!